So I don't even know what to say at this point, but I'm doing everything I can. I'm doing everything I can to uh, try to confront an issue before it kind of explodes. Again, I said like I can control my behavior. I don't consider myself a good person or a bad person. I'm being straight objective with the facts. Um, and I want to make sure, like, uh, I want to make sure that you know, like, uh, that unfortunately, like, I want to make sure, like, if anything happens in regards to random attack, it's strictly pure because, like, I want to get to the root cause. Like, was it me? Was it my voice? Was it my foot? As a man, did I appear weaker, or more feminine? Is it my height? So I want to understand what set the person off. I'm permanently curious because like it always seems to be that these people are like hunting for me, or they smell fear, and it's too much of a coincidence that every single time these people like, okay, I get it, they're set up, like, somebody set them up and all that, but like these people, they keep hunting me down, like it's as if I did something. So um I don't consider it gang stalking, but um again, like, I know my responsibilities for ruining the country. Like, I know my mom should have helped, like, but then again, I think about it, like the whole idea of like, you know, like selective, like categorizing people between, like, okay, like, they don't have a university degree, so they will never be able to own a place, live on their own, and even I never even talk about the next part, but like they will never ever be able to like start a family. But like, honestly, like if they did, um, you know, they would never surpass a certain level, a certain point. And it is, I guess, on purpose, like to kind of I guess categorize, but like um, again, like for me, it's just the truth is horrifying, um, and to some extent, because I am born in this country, I have to take some responsibility. Like, there has to be something I can do. I don't, just something I can say, something I could, like, because like my mom working, I get it. She goes to work, she goes home, she's tired, right? But like these are people, like human beings that we're talking about here, and I just feel that she could have done something to help them. The rabbit hole goes deeper because she because the thing is the only reason Jennifer Pan is in Canada in the first place is because my mom is there in the first place. Why? Because when you make the connection, my mom came from a Soviet country, and like a communist country, and Jennifer Pan came from a communist country. It's like these people, they they take advantage of the fact that, oh yeah, because he can do it, I can do it, and it's implicit. It's not they're not saying anything. I don't even know who these people are, but it's like they implicitly knew. And so, you know, this is the whole thing I'm dealing with here, right? It doesn't really matter that I can, like, make a statement, and I can apologize to a bunch of people, but it's these little detailed things that destroyed me, that destroyed my life. Basically, it's these little cornered off edges that if you don't see that, then you can be thrown off like me. A messy room, you don't take showers and all this. Um, it's horrifying. Because I have to clean up after the mess that my mom made. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. It seems as though, like, the initial problem is that the person, like, they obeyed their parents, right? It's the initial mind control schema, and you're going forward towards something. You have no idea what you're going to forward towards. 2012, the world ended in 2012. That's what they're playing. Like, that's what we're saying here. It's like, it's impossible to even buy a house. This little room is considered a luxury, and I mean, this is certainly the quarters of the dictator, the leader of the country, Turkmenbashi. This is the type of room that I would sleep in, and that's the reason I have control, because I know what I'm talking about. And unfortunately, I'm the one who takes accountability, and like because like I didn't plan this out. I don't have a script. I'm just trying my best with that. Um, you know, because the thing is, like, okay, objectively, getting the degree, that's the whole issue. The whole thing is that when you say degree, right, that can be a very, very vague statement that doesn't imply anything. It doesn't specifically tell you where you went, what you did, and it's because of that. Is there's so many like corners you can cut, and there's so many like, I mean, anybody now it's just like it's because it can be a degree in anything, but if you have it, it's much better than having none, because it's like the person isn't even reaching that point because they're dying before they are. So this is kind of what we're dealing with here. And again, I don't like. I only speak because it has to be said. Is if I wouldn't say anything, because I wouldn't say anything um, if these things weren't happening, and these are very serious conversations because I've never had them before. I never viewed the world from this way as a child. Never viewed the world this way. I don't know what who or what is shielding me from the wretched sights that we should be seeing, but it's like on purpose. Like someone's cleaning it up, trying to show you there's no homeless person, or there's no I don't know, there's no arguing or something. Um, and it's kind of wrong because I didn't learn. I didn't learn as a child, how these things were. I mean, like I've offered free housing before, and again, like I've done everything I could for my part. So, like I know, like I'm by no means clean. I'm not like, I'm not a clean person. Like, I have sin per se. If you're a religious or a Catholic, you would understand. But I'm not a clean person by any stretch. But the issue is that in God's eyes, right? If you were to like look at from like a perspective of like purity, like you had nothing to do with any crime of any like we're talking like they're just pure person. They don't they don't deal with any kind of like they're far away from any conflicts, problems. They don't confront any of the issues. Even what they say, like there's nothing. They probably wouldn't say anything, right? They wouldn't say anything. They wouldn't eat anything because like the Jews and the Muslims can agree that if you don't do kosher, if you don't do halal, then then you're not clean. And the butcher that butchers a thing, and even normal like even farm like even corn or wheat, all the like anything that the earth has would have to be poisonous because those books say that the world is the dunya. It's that the world is not of God. It's and the physical world is evil, and it's more evident by the day.